Local 4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
Breaking right now, moments ago, Detroit Chief James White says 2 police officers and a supervisor should be suspended after their involvement in a deadly shooting. At a news conference that just wrapped up in the last 15 minutes, the chief also released the 911 call that ultimately got police to respond to the home on Myers.
And in that call, the mother pleads for police to come, fearing she might have to shoot her own daughter. Sean Lay live at DPD headquarters where the news conference just wrapped up. Sean, the chief says the officers should have had a better strategy.
The chief tonight severely questioning the decision-making process that went into rushing into that home where a mother was in a mental health crisis. She ended up being shot to death. Right now, the chief says he is recommending suspending the 2 officers involved in that shooting. He's recommending they be suspended without pay. He's suspending a supervisor. He is asking that supervisor to be suspended without pay, saying supervisors need to take control of these dangerous situations. He's asking for a second supervisor be placed on administrative duty. That person may lose rank. Clearly, the chief has issues with what happened here, issues in the video we're about to show you, video we obtained today.
That I did something illegal. I ain't do nothing illegal.
That's the voice of Kezia Miller just moments before. The 27-year-old was shot and killed by Detroit police last Thursday. Miller was on Facebook Live when police were called to her home, called by Miller's own mother. Miller's mother told police her daughter was in a mental health crisis, suffering from schizophrenia. The mother said Kezia already bloodied her 7-year-old son's head. Her 1-year-old was also in the home, and the mother says she had been beaten by Miller. And police say they could see a handgun inside the home.
Y'all came with guns drawn because somebody came to my residence.
Well, we ain't got no guns on you no more.
No more, but y'all prepared to shoot, right?
Watch closely. The officer drops his rifle, and that's when officers rush in.
All y'all.
There's a struggle. Officers shoot and kill Miller. The video first posted to the Instagram site Metro Detroit News. Moments ago, Chief James White playing the mother's call to 911. She's telling police her daughter was violent and she needed police there right away.
I'm about to shoot my own child.
Chief White says Miller was reaching for a gun when officers rushed in. They rushed in, Chief White says, because children were in the home and potentially in danger.
The officers in the Detroit Police Department, we train to go in. Particularly when we have children at risk, that is our paramount on our minds is to save these children.
Back here live, the chief just making that comment, just announcing these suspensions. He said, yes, going in to save the children. They were told children in there, the children are safe and with family. But he says suspensions he's calling on based on concerns with the implementation of the department policy in dealing with mental health situations and the pacing and the incident decision making at that moment to go in. So again, asking for 2 officers involved to be suspended and 2 supervisors also to be disciplined as well. Devin?
Sean, sounds like there's no comment really from the Miller family on this right now.
Correct. They are the ones who called police for help in this case, but right now they're not talking. They have retained attorney Jeffrey Feiger. He's the same attorney who is suing the city for $50 million over the Porter Burks shooting, very similar to this a short time ago.
Sure thing. All right, Sean.
Heartbreak in Virginia tonight. 3 members of the University of Virginia football team killed in a shooting. Devin Chandler, Deshaun Perry, and Lavelle Davis Jr. were all killed on a charter bus after they returned to campus from a field trip. As Jay Gray reports, a former teammate is in custody.
With police and federal agents engaged in a manhunt, and as the University of Virginia police chief calls on the public for help,
pardon me,
comes word of a capture.
We just received information the suspect is in custody.
The suspect, Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., a student and former football player at the university, accused of killing 3 current Virginia football players and wounding 2 other students on a bus as they returned to campus after a field trip to Washington, D.C.
This is an unimaginably sad day for our community. The entire university community is grieving.
The university acknowledges that in February, Jones was investigated after students said he talked about owning a gun. According to police, no one ever saw a weapon and no threats were made. He was also part of a hazing investigation, which was closed due to uncooperative witnesses. The university's threat assessment team has also learned of a criminal incident off campus involving a concealed weapon violation in another city in February of 2021. Jones now faces multiple charges, including 3 counts of murder. There's no clear indication of a motive in the killing spree, police continuing their investigation. Jay Gray, Local 4.
And 2 other students were shot and hospitalized. One is in good condition, the other in critical condition.
And 4 students at the University of Idaho are found dead off campus. Police responded to a call for an unconscious person and then found the victims in a home near the campus. Police say they are victims of a homicide, though they haven't said how they died. Classes were canceled for the day. The University of Idaho, though, does not believe that there is a threat to other students.
Well, things are back to normal tonight on the campus of Oakland University after a wild morning that had police sealing it off.
They were searching for 2 people with guns, told students to stay indoors. As Victor Williams reports, it started with a shooting at a car dealership a county away.
Well, campus police say the 2 men right here at Oakland University were seen being picked up by a silver SUV shortly after they tried to break into one of the buildings here. But as you guys can see right behind me, it looks like things are slowly but surely going back to normal.
My roommate woke me up at 4:30 in the morning. He's like, there's some shooters on the campus. I was like, there's what?
Students at Oakland University are no longer believed to be in any danger, with the school issuing a notice that everything was all clear.
I was very worried for all the friends I have living on campus and all my teachers that I know are here very early in the morning when this was all going down. So yeah, it was just a lot of fear in my heart.
The entire situation is linked to multiple cars being stolen from a dealership in Grand Lake Township. One unidentified driver tried making a getaway in a 2022 Mustang and ended up crashing and dying on I-75 at Joslin. Police say 2 other people decided to abandon another one of the cars near Oakland University, and that's why students were asked to shelter in place for hours as the search for the suspects played out.
The lockdown just kind of hit everybody at once. There's people who were locked in the weight room. There's people that were locked, in the pool. I don't know where you were, but you had to stay where you were if it was indoors.
Authorities claim the men were seen around the Meadowbrook Amphitheater. All campus activities were delayed until noon Monday, resulting in a lot of relief.
I really hope that they get caught soon. I have a lot of friends and family around this area and around the area that they came from near Grand Blanc. So it was, very, very frightening.
And there's not much of a description for the 2 men that are on the loose. Both men are believed to be guys with slim build. Both are also wearing hoodies. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, Victor.
A 16-year-old female student is in custody for a threat made against Ferndale High School.
Police say the Ferndale High student made threats last night on social media. The high school and middle school were closed today out of an abundance of caution. The schools are going to be back open tomorrow, though there will be increased police presence. The girl is being housed at Oakland County Children's Village. Coming up tonight in our 6 o'clock report, the message Oakland County Sheriff Mike Bouchard has to all students, because he's getting tired of it.
Yeah, really. Yep. All right, another blow today to President Biden's plan to forgive student loan debt for millions of people.
Federal appeals court agreed to keep the program on hold while an appeal to an earlier ruling plays out. Last week, a federal judge in Texas blocked the program, saying it goes around congressional authority. The plan would cancel $10,000 in student loan debt for many Americans. In fact, so far, 26 million people have applied for the relief. The Biden administration can still appeal the decision to the U.S. Supreme Court.
Well, you are paying less to fill up this week. Gasoline prices in Metro Detroit are down more than a quarter to under $4 per gallon. Prices dropped 26 cents in the last week to an average of $3.94 per gallon. It is still 56 cents more than this time last year. AAA says the recent price spikes are reversing course because oil prices are going down, and they think the drops could continue.
All right, let's turn to the weather. Man. Feels like winter is knocking on the door all of a sudden. What a turn, huh? We take a live look outside from our Ann Arbor sky cam, but wait till you see what's in store for the rest of the week. Got a number of chances of snow coming our way.
Are you sure you want to see it before I get started here? Because once I start, there's no turning back.
That's right.
We've got temperatures right now in the 30s. Hard to believe that less than a week ago we hit a high of 74. Now it's 38 at Metro, also at City Airport, 36 in Pontiac. Take a look at Exact Track 40 radar. It's quiet, but we are keeping a very close eye on what's happening down to our south. It's now down well to our southwest, not quite to Memphis yet. This is an area of low pressure that is going to be lifting through the Ohio Valley, bring us a chance of rain in the morning, maybe mixed with a few wet snowflakes, and then a chance for some snow overnight tomorrow night. It's not a huge deal, but it certainly is a change from what we had last week. So tomorrow morning, that rain-snow mix, and then we might get a break midday, and then by the afternoon and evening, more likely to see a bit of light snow showers as opposed to the rain. I'll talk about the weekend forecast as well. We get temperatures in the teens in this 7-day forecast. And again, that off and on chance of a few light snow showers.